Hey y'all, what's up? What it do? What is going on? It's your girl Emma, back at it again with another video. As you can see, we're flipped another weird way on the bed, but whatever. Also, you'll probably notice the quality of my videos are about to significantly improve because I was actually able to get an iPhone again. This video will probably actually be edited, so yeah, your girl getting there. So this video is going to be the registry and newborn must-haves. Just a few things that I feel like every parent, whether it be your first or your fifth baby, listen, I feel like these are things that you should have, okay? Period. Like, I just feel like these are things you should have. I did not make a list just because I really didn't feel like it, because like I know off top, you know, like what are things your kids need. So some of these things are just some stuff that have personally worked for us, and some of these things are things that I've noticed have worked for other people that we may not necessarily have tried, but had just been suggested along the way. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this video. Okay, you guys, so first things first, one of the things that I feel like is an absolute one thing that you need just altogether off the top automatically is diapers and wipes. Okay, like diapers and wipes, you gonna need them, period. It don't matter if you wrapping your baby in a t-shirt, you gonna need some diapers. All right, so you can either do disposable or cloth diapers. With Nairi, we did disposable diapers. With this baby, we're also doing disposable diapers. However, I did want to try the cloth diapers with this baby, but then I remembered I don't do well with bodily fluids. Like I naturally don't do well with bodily fluids. So changing a poopy diaper where I actually have to like wash it, that's not for me. However, you know, there's pros and cons to both. The disposable diapers, they can get quite expensive. You know, because them little $10, if that, packs, depending on what brand you use, they only last so long, you know. They only gonna last like, depending, 2 days. Even once the baby does learn to control their bladder more, they're going to go through the diapers quick still, because the bigger in size the diapers, the less amount they actually put in the small packs and all the packs, period. So, you know, that the disposable diapers are great for the quickness, for the easy cleanup, you know, literally take it off, wrap it up, throw it away, and keep it pushing. However, with cloth diapers, I feel like they would last longer because they're expensive. The initial expense of them can get quite pricey in the beginning. However, you'll save so much money because normally it's a one size fits all. So like they go from like preemie on up to size 7 with one diaper. So you don't have to keep buying more diapers. You don't have to keep upsizing. You just like put it on the next snap and keep going. If you don't buy enough though, it can get hectic because you will be washing diapers multiple times a day, and nobody wants to wash diapers a bunch of times a day. So yeah. Also with the disposable diapers, I've been told and I've actually seen that kids tend to potty train a little bit easier with disposable diapers because the feel of them is just like, you know, like training pants. Like I would go get some in Nairi's, but that's too far to walk. The ones that have the thicker middle portion to help just in case your baby does pee while they're training. So yeah, I'm not picky on either one. I think both of them would be great for any new parent or any parent whatsoever to try out. I think they're great. So diapers, and then wipes. I'm not going to say get coordinating wipes to the brand of diapers because some kids can't handle that, but you definitely will need one or the other. The next thing, and this isn't for everybody because I know some babies just don't take to them, some babies do, and Nairi absolutely did, and then at like 4 months she was over it. So pacifiers, listen, even if you don't want your baby to be on pacifiers, sometimes they want to be on pacifiers. It's a real soothing thing to have. I'm not saying go out and buy in abundance, because we do have like a box full of pacifiers. However, go get you a pack just in case. You know, you're going to lose the ones from the hospital pretty quickly, actually. But go get you a pack of pacifiers. The ones that I've seen that are more breast-like, if you're breastfeeding, is the MAM brand, which if you watched my What's in My Hospital Bag, you saw that the pacifier had attached to the pacifier clip, which is also something that you should get if you have pacifiers. It's clips, because just, yeah. The MAM ones and the Avent Soothies, phenomenal. We used the Avent Soothies with, once I got her properly latched, she still would take a pacifier, she would take the bottle, she would take the nipple, whatever it was that I had her on, she had no problems switching back and forth, okay? So that's why I would highly recommend the Avent Soothies, and the MAM ones are a smaller like frame. Like the Avent Soothies are normally round, the MAM are kind of rectangle, so they kind of go underneath the baby's nose. So if you want something that's a little bit easier for babies to breathe, especially for like preemie babies, like NICU babies, I would suggest getting the MAM ones, even though they actually give you some in NICU. Well, here they give you some in NICU that have like a little smile kind of thing to go underneath their nose, and it goes around like this. Yeah. If your hospital is going to give you pacifiers, take all of them that you can. Do not hesitate to ask your hospital for more, especially if you have insurance that's going to cover it. And 9 times out of 10, the hospitals don't care, because they have thousands of extra stuff, and they get thousands of stuff in all the time, especially for nursery usage. So don't be afraid to ask for more. And that's for everything, like postpartum stuff, all that, which is all another video. Okay, like I was saying, if you're going to get pacifiers, make sure to get at least one pacifier clip, or to make a pacifier clip. There's videos out there for that. I'm not making them because I don't have a sewing machine to make it, but yeah. So then, yeah, pacifier clips, I would say get 1 or 2 to have. I would highly recommend bottles. I don't care what kind of bottles you use. Even if you, unless you're going to be a 100% stay-at-home mom, this is more aimed towards the breastfeeding moms. 100% stay-at-home mom that exclusively breastfeeds, which means you're not planning on pumping at all, unless it's like, you know, the Haka one that you attach to catch milk. Even still, how are you gonna feed the baby the milk? Right? Get bottles. The ones that I have found to be my favorite, as far as like not messing up, like not having the nipple confusion problem, have been literally the Avent, the Nook, and the Playtex bottles. You put the drop in into the bottle, into the casing, you put the milk in it, you snap the top on, and you're good to go. When the baby's done, you take literally the liner out, throw it away. All you really have to like wash is the nipple, okay? It makes new moms or moms with a good distance between kids, it's gonna make your life easier, okay? And they all come with the natural latch nipple, so it's a lot easier to emulate what your actual boob, you know, is like, versus what the bottle boob is, the bottle nipple is like. So would highly recommend those 3 brands. So let's go ahead and move on from bottles. Let's see. So we covered diapering, we covered feeding. I would absolutely recommend getting teethers ahead of time, because you never know when your baby's actually going to be teething. We learned that the hard way with Nyree. She started teething at like 4 months and didn't break 3 or 4 months. Did not break a tooth till she was like 8, 9 months old. And it was closer to 9, 10 months, honestly. She did not break her first tooth until 9, 10 months ago. Like, she's just not getting like these teeth right here. She's just not getting those in. She ain't even got her second set of molars yet. So I would definitely recommend getting teething toys. You can get them literally everywhere. The teething mittens, I would say start off with first, because babies have the habit of putting their hands in their mouth anyway, especially when they haven't quite formed the grasping concept just yet. The mittens are going to be your best bet. If you have a baby who likes their feet, they make teething socks. I would highly recommend both of those. If you don't want to use teething toys, if you have extra infant washcloths, get them wet, put them in a baggie, get them wet, squeeze most of the excess water out. Squeeze all of it out if you can, because really the water is just to help it freeze. You put it in a baggie, you put the baggie in your freezer. Get you a gallon-sized baggie, fill it up with a bunch of wet baby washcloths, throw it in your freezer. Then you will always have a frozen something for the baby to teeth on and to chew on, okay? Use what you have on hand if you don't have the extra money to go out and buy it, okay? Like I said, I'm a money-saving mama. I'm a budget anything that I can, and frozen washcloths came in handy. Or a piece of ice in the washcloth if you hadn't replaced the ones that were already in there. Or just a cold, wet washcloth. Just anything, like anything. Also, when your baby starts teething, I would say if you are using pacifiers, put a couple of those in the freezer as well. You can just put them in a baggie and put them in the freezer. They're going to work the same way. So, all right. Moving from teethers, we're going to get into clothes, because clothes are a necessity that every child needs. Period. Right? However, do not go buy an abundance of clothes. You don't know how long your baby going to be in that size. You know, get you some basics. That's what you really want. You really want basics, because basics, you can throw some jeans, some leggings, some shorts, a skirt by itself, some socks, and keep it pushing. So, yeah. Socks, I'm gonna say onesies, socks are just about the only actual clothing items you need. Say what you want, it's the only real actual clothing item you need. Like I said, onesies and socks, even in the summertime, especially if you keep your house cool like we do, socks is a must. Beanies, you probably want a couple of beanies on hand. And that's really it as far as clothing goes, but you definitely want to get, I mean, at least have 10, 15 onesies on hand for the first couple of months like that, especially if you have smaller babies, the preemie and newborn clothes. You have about 10, 15 onesies on hand, because you're going to rotate those same onesies consistently. So, yeah. Also, I don't recommend buying mittens, just use socks as mittens. So there's that. What's next? I'm gonna have to say bibs, burp cloths, swaddles, and why did it take all that? What are they called? Oh my god, receiving blankets. You definitely want a ton of all of those, okay? Because when your baby first comes out, I'm not saying this because it's like, oh, well, your baby's so used to being in the womb that's how they want. Some babies don't like being swaddled, but like, Nari love being swaddled. Like, but I would say have a good variety of swaddles. Have plenty of bibs. I'm gonna explain the variety thing in a second. Have plenty of bibs. Have plenty of burp cloths and receiving blankets. Okay, so receiving blankets can double as burp cloths. That's why they're great, okay? But then bibs are the quickest, like, wipe the mouth type situation there is. So the next thing, okay, so as far as swaddles go, there is a million different types of swaddles out there. There's like the Halo sleep sack that's like fat at the bottom. There's like the bean pod ones. That's what I call them. I call them bean pods because that's what they look like to me. It's like little string bean pods. They have those ones that have the more narrow bottom and that, you know, they strap. They have the zip up bean pods. And they have big muslin cloths. Get muslin cloths. I don't care if you use them as a swaddle or not, get them. You need to have them. They're absolute must to have because they're very versatile. First of all, they're huge, they're lightweight, baby can sleep with it, and you don't have to worry about the extra bulkiness of like a crib blanket, like choking them. You need muslin cloths for sure. You just need them. Take the baby outside, put the baby on a muslin cloth. Take the baby's pictures on muslin cloths. You can use them as burp cloths, swaddles, everything, car seat covers, like literally. You can use them as everything. So you absolutely, I would say, get at least 1 or 2 muslin cloths, period. They are pricier than regular swaddles, but well worth the price that you're gonna pay for them. So moving on to actual items, like physical items that your baby is going to need, or that I would recommend to you for your baby to need. As far as sleeping, I would definitely recommend getting a co-sleeper or a bedside bassinet to have. Just because, like I said, you know, those first couple of weeks, for sure, sometimes those weeks turn into months, it can be very stressful on a new mom or even a mom just in general. So having those would definitely be highly recommended. And it's better to have somewhere for the baby to sleep if you guys don't have a crib. Like with Nari, we had a crib from the beginning. My mom actually bought for us, and it's one of the Graco Forum ones. We got it from Target. It's a beautiful crib. She still has it. She will have that bed forever. With this baby, however, we don't have a crib for her just yet. We're gonna go get her one, but she's gonna be sleeping in that bassinet right there. It has some stuff in it because, as y'all know, I'm rearranging and spring cleaning everything. So everything cleaned before Thursday. But yeah, so that's gonna be her bedside sleeper, and she's actually gonna be close to where it is now when she gets here. So Nari loved her swing. We do not have a swing for this baby. I don't know if we're gonna get one for her. But with Nari, she loved her swing. She could take her naps in it, you know, like, it was pretty great. And the bouncer, she loved her bouncer.